travel with me. Hey fellow humans, Mina here. The mid-year freakout tag. I'm not sure why it's called this, and is it really mid-year? It's a little over mid-year, but we're gonna do it anyway. I saw another fellow Authortuber do this. I'm gonna link her channel down below and in the card and all that fun stuff. And I thought I'd do it myself. So it's a tag video. I find these ones fun, although editing isn't as fun because it heats up my computer a lot. It's technically an old computer by like computer standards, but still works, so we're keeping it. And it was a Mac, so it's expensive and I don't want to replace it. And also it's decorated with a gajillion stickers and I don't want to replace them. So yeah, anyway, that's beside the point. So let's do the mid-year freakout tag. Really weird title, by the way. So yeah, so number one, what was the best book you've written this year? I didn't write a book this year. I did write a new book last year, book 2, the one that goes after South. Well, technically it's a parallel novel, but again, we'll get into that later. I wrote it last year in like a month, and I did edit it this year, so I guess that counts, book 2. I'm saving the title, even though I did mention it. If you feel like going back way back to earlier videos, I did technically already mention the title, but in case you didn't, we're gonna keep it a surprise again. So I'll do a title reveal later. But yeah, it would be book 2. I did write some short stories this year, so I guess there's that. And so out of the short stories I've written, I'm gonna say the South When I Found You short story. I think it's rather cute, and it's the side of Parker that you don't really see before fame got to her head. So yeah. Number 2, what was the best idea you've had this year? I'm still working on book 2 and those short stories for the special project, but I do have an idea for, and it's a very bare minimum at this point, for a new book after all of South is done. And I don't know if I want to, it's not going to be related to the South universe. Well, I haven't decided if it will or will not be yet, but it's not going to have any of the characters in the South universe at least. But I don't want to say too much about it because I barely got any ideas of it myself. But it will be a completely new-ish style for me. I'm going to write in first person for this book, and it's going to be a nice queer YA story. So, love that. And I hope that music from across the street isn't really heard very well in this video for copyright issues. Korea likes to blast music all the time in random stores. Anyway, number 3. What's the next new release you have planned? Well, my special project. Although it's technically not a new release, and you'll see why when it's released, but I will say it'll come out next March if all goes well. But if we're not talking the special project, sorry, there's a main road right here, so it's probably really loud. If we're not talking the special project, the next release is going to be book 2 in the South series, and I'm hoping it could be next year, if not 2024-ish. It would have been next year if I got my butt in gear and finished editing, and but I'm too busy reading other people's books at this current moment in time. But yeah, if I finish my edits and then get the beta read and then do those edits and then do another round of editing and all that fun jazz, and you know the drill, it'll be released sooner. So I guess that. Number 4, what's the most anticipated release for the second half of the year? I don't know if this question relates to my personal releases or an Authortube release, but I don't got shit coming out this year. I've released a book. we done that. So I guess my most anticipated release of someone else, I pre-ordered Alexa Dunn the Ivy's paperback. The book has been out for a while, but I wanted the paperback because it was cheaper. And that one was a pre-order, and it's coming out in like September, I think. So I guess we're gonna go with that. Number 5, biggest disappointment. In the world of writing, I don't really got any, unless we're counting myself at not editing book 2 fast enough. So I guess we can go with that. I would, if I could get my butt in gear. It's just so damn hot, I can't concentrate on anything but like reading. So as soon as it cools down, I'll get back into my mojo. So I guess we'll go with myself. Not in that downer kind of way, just in the like, oh no, you should be editing kind of thing. Number 6, and I can't use both hands because the other one's holding the camera. Biggest surprise. I wouldn't say it's a surprise because I kind of knew it was coming, but I guess I'll say the release of my debut novel, South. It came out in March, and I knew it was coming out, but it was late last year when I finally decided, yeah, it's actually gonna come out, and we'll start pre-orders in November, and then we'll have it come out in March. So the surprising factor is that I've had this book in the works for like a good hot minute, and it finally came out. So I guess it's like, yay, she finally sat down and did it. God, I'm sorry for the loud buses. Number 7, favorite Authortuber. I would have to say these 2 new ones that I've discovered this year. They're not technically new, but they're new to me. Mandy Lynn and Natalia Lee. They provide really good, not just Authortube, like writing advice, but like business side of the writing world, which is really helpful. Like, sure, like learning how to avoid a trope or something is cool, but like learning how to, I don't know, format a book is even more helpful. Number 8, newest fictional crush on your own characters. Since book 2 is newer, I'm gonna pick someone from there, but I will admit they're a lot younger than me, so they're not really into my age range, and I'm not cool with that. So if we age them up to something more my age range, because they're like teenagers, and I'm not about that. Oh my god, that music is coming from a car, by the way. I don't know if you can hear that. It's hella loud. The poor ears. So anyway, I'm gonna pick, here's this fun reveal of book 2. I'll pick Chen, and we'll just leave it at that, because we're gonna do more videos about each character like I did with South, but with book 2 when book 2 comes out. But I'm gonna pick Chen because I really like them. Number 9, oldest favorite Authortuber. I don't know if that means like how old they are or how long they've been on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure it's how long they've been on YouTube, not how old they are, because no one really says how old they are but me. I will go with the first person who I discovered as an Authortuber, and the first person that I've watched and got me into Authortube, Jenna Moresi. Great videos, they're fun to watch, love them. Yeah, just go check her out. I'll be linking everyone I mentioned in the description down below, by the way. Number 10, Authortube videos that made you cry. None. They're not generally types of videos that you cry at. Are they? Nah. Actually, if I'm being honest, no YouTube video actually ever... Are you gonna go? Okay. No YouTube video ever actually makes me cry, unless it's like a sad cat video. That's like literally the only thing that'll get me to cry. But that's not really Authortube, so none, I guess. Number 11, what's your favorite author interview so far? I will say when Jenna Moresi interviewed Sasha Black on her channel and Iona Wayland, those were very good videos. Actually, one of them wasn't technically an interview, it was more like we're doing a video together, but yeah, those would be the ones. Number 12, most beautiful tool you bought for authoring. I don't know if authoring is a word, but I love it. This one is one I can physically show, although I have plenty of beautiful notepads and pencils and stationery. But I will say Vellum, which I've recently learned that is only for Macs, which is really unfortunate. I swear by Vellum. It's a formatting program. It's what made South look so pretty on the inside. I did it myself. Yeah. Hella expensive, but it's a one-time purchase and you can use it for life. And actually you can download it for free, use it, format your book, and if you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it. You only have to pay if you export, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so you can learn how to fiddle and stuff and see if you actually want to spend your money. If you're only planning on publishing one book, it's probably not worth the price. I don't know what it costs to hire a formatter, so maybe it would be worth the price. But I plan on publishing more than one book, so it's worth the price. And I have a Mac, so I can use it. But they really should have a PC version. Oh my god, that thing is hot. I really thought that they were for all computers, but I guess they're only for Mac, so sorry PC. Number 13, author goals to accomplish by the end of the year. Finish editing book 2, or at least get a good start on it. I know my skills would let me edit everything in about a good solid month or two, maybe 2.5, if I really sat down to do it. But am I gonna? Probably not, because I'm lazy. And I also gotta manage a whole bunch of other social media platforms for my author platforming, and then that takes up my time, and it's just like, oh god. But yeah, and again, like I said, it's hot, and I know these are just excuses, but this is just how I roll. Deal with it. And number 14, who is your favorite Authortube for inspiration and business info? I'm gonna go back to someone I've already mentioned, Mandy Lynn. She is the best one for business inside information. If you want the business inside of being a writer, go follow her channel. Really good stuff. I just highly recommend her. So yeah, that's the tag. Hope y'all enjoyed that. It's fun to make while trying not to get hit by cars. And trying not to see another car hit another car, which is quite common here actually. Yeah, so remember, my debut LGBT plus novel, South, is available for you to read right now and buy. It's linked in the description down below to any store you could possibly want. Leave a review or a star rating on Amazon and or Goodreads. It helps an author out. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and yeah, and all that fun stuff. So that's all I got to say for now. If you want to keep hearing more about South, be sure to follow me in all your favorite social medias. Links below. Stay safe and take care. Stay hydrated, and bye.